Hi everybody, it's Anne-Marie and
Grace.
And we are here today to talk about horse show makeup. So I don't know if for any of you this is stressful, but for me it is. Caboodles and organizing them and getting everything that you need is stressful. And so we're gonna talk about, like, we were just getting ours ready because we have our first horse show next week. And we were like, okay, we need to get our makeup organized. What I do for my girls is I have a separate, in their caboodle, a separate little place for makeup, for horse show makeup. And it's just easier because then I know it's in there and I know that it's ready to go. So I was talking to Kristen about some things that, that all the girls need. Last year I kind of helped out a little bit with makeup with some of the girls and with some of the adults. And some things that I found that I really wish that were in your caboodle, I thought maybe we could go over. So anyways, I enlisted Grace and her cute little face. And I thought it would be fun to just take a minute and go ahead and do horse show makeup and kind of go over it. So some of you guys may know I have a store here in Buffalo, and at the store we sell makeup and skincare, and it's from a company called Beautycounter. And the reason why I sell Beautycounter is that I like to be a little bit glam sometimes. And in those glam times, what I was finding about with my makeup is that there were some really toxic things that were going on in the products that I was using every day. There was lead in my lipstick. Not allowed in my paint, but allowed in something that I put on my lips. It bothered me. It bothered me that here I was trying to make smart choices for my family, my girls. I was having them wash their face and put their skin creams on and trying to get them in good habits. And thought I was buying expensive, nice things. And here I was giving them things that that are truly linked to hormone imbalance, cancer, things that I kind of feel like truly this will be something that we look at in 30 years and say it's similar to like smoking. It bothered me. So I started carrying this brand at the store. Here in the United States, laws have not been changed since 1938 as what's allowed and what is not allowed in our skincare and in our makeup. That boggles my mind. So anyways, long story short, I started carrying this line at the store. I love it. I use it on myself. I use it for my everyday makeup, for my everyday skincare, and I make sure that it's safe and used on my girls. So anyways, I thought that's kind of why I have it, and that's kind of why I wanted to share it with you. But I thought maybe we could go ahead and I can show you what I do with my girls to get them ready for a horse show. So anyways, so sometimes it's catered to their age. Obviously, I have a walk trotter, I have a walk jogger, and I have a junior exhibitor. So obviously, and then I showed. So obviously, it's tailored to the maturity of the person. You're not going to do a heavy eye on your little walk trotter and send them in. However, as you grow, maybe if you're mature and you're showing, you want to cover some of the flaws. If you are a junior exhibitor and you're young and you're showing in a little bit older age group, maybe you want to look a little bit more mature. Also, what color suits are you wearing? Things like that. And I can help you with that. Feel free to, DM me or text me, and of course I can help you with some colors. But for Grace this year, her suit is kind of a blue teal, and I'm gonna do a day look. She's also super excited to wear a tux for the first time. So,
yes.
So we're gonna do a little bit of that too. But so what I start with every day is, first of all, I make sure that my girls have clean skin. So if they're showing back-to-back days, I make sure that they have washed all their makeup off and that they are, sorry, you're gonna hear some surround, we're in my dining room. So you're gonna hear my dogs and my kids, and it's a little bit of a zoo, but that's okay. This is real life, and That's what goes on at the Buren family. All right, so this is a product that I use that I love. I always start the girls with this because sometimes when you're getting them ready for showing, sometimes they have been playing or they're out and they're dusty or whatever. I'll either have them take a makeup wipe and wipe their face down really quick, or I use this. This is just a Nourishing Rose Water Mist. I spray it on their face, it preps the skin, it gets ready. I also use it to set my makeup at the end so that it doesn't look, so it looks kind of flawless and dewy. So I'm just gonna go ahead and spray Grace's face. What is
I just didn't know when it was coming.
So anyways, I just prep her skin like that. It just kind of brings the moisture to the surface of the skin, and it makes the makeup go on a little smoother and adhere a little easier.
It feels refreshing. Like my face feels like refreshed.
I did not pay her to say that. She just did.
I'm
All right. For my girls, Grace, Emily, and Ashley are all pretty fair-skinned. So there's a foundation in this line. It's called Tint Skin. It's a buildable foundation. I use it on myself, but I use it for the girls. Because I have access to it all, I blend a couple different colors depending on if they have any sun during the summer. But what I usually use on them is the lightest, or the second lightest, I think, and it's called Porcelain. This little brush, it's a retractable brush. I like to apply foundation with a brush. One thing that I noticed last year with everybody was we may need to upgrade some of your brushes because if they are dirty, you are spreading bacteria on the skin. Also, if you don't have the proper, you can have the best makeup, but if you don't have the proper brush to apply it, sometimes it just is not gonna look flawless. This brush is great. It's easy to throw in your makeup bag. I put a little bit of foundation around. I just go a couple circles around, and that's usually enough. Even for me, for a more full coverage and more to hide than this little cute face. But so I put about that much foundation on the brush, and I just go ahead and I start kind of center of her face workout. So I'll go nose, cheeks, forehead, chin, and then just kind of blend it out. The nice thing when you have a brush, just turn your face a little bit. The nice thing that when you have a brush, what is so nice about it is it's fast. It covers what you want. Now, some of you who are new to the horse show world and have little ones may say, why would I be putting makeup on my tiny little peanut and sending him out into the ring? Grace, do you know the answer to why you wear horse show makeup?
I have a guess, but when you're out in the show ring, it gives you more of a presence than if you didn't have makeup on, and also it just sort of brightens up your face and makes you have a little bit more character.
Yeah, that's a good reason too. And also, what happens, who's in there with you? Taking a lot of photos.
Photographers?
Yeah, you're getting your picture taken. And no matter what, when there are lights on, when you get to some of the bigger shows and there are lights and there are spotlights and there are things, it's just like any sort of performance if you were going on stage. There needs to be makeup. There needs to be color in their face because they will look so washed out. For those photos, it's a more polished and it's a more finished look. So anyways, you can see this is a super easy way. It's not rocket science. I go right over her eyelids because then I just use that as a base for her eyeshadow.